The world has no room for ninjas. Shalom. First and foremost, giving all praises, honor, glory, respect, and blessings to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Racha Kwadash. Salutations to the Lord's elect on the four corners of the earth, pushing this truth and sincerity while patiently waiting for Yahweh Shai's return. And double honors to our apostles and elders of Great Millstone, which have taught us everything we know through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai.
On June 17th, 2022, a vehicle operated by a male subject was pulled over for expired registration in Onalaska, Wisconsin. The driver was identified as 21-year-old Jack Sirius Lazine. After police detected an odor of marijuana and ordered a search of his vehicle, he allegedly sped away and passed two vehicles on the shoulder. He eventually reached a dead-end street and drove through a yard, nearly striking an elderly man. Police followed him until they decided to terminate the pursuit. 2 days later, police responded to an incident where a woman said Jack Sirius hit her while holding a firearm on June 18th. He threatened to tee her up and shoot at her grandparents' house if she called the police. It was later learned he also strangled her and caused visible facial injuries. On June 20th, an investigator happened to locate Jack Sirius standing in a parking lot in La Crosse, Wisconsin. Due to Jack Sirius being wanted on several charges, the investigator confronted him.
Yep, there he is. Sirius! Hey, Chad Markin, Alaska PD, how you doing? Hey, you had a bunch of charges on the girl? The girl? Yeah, was it? She was talking to me? Yeah. So I can call it right now. Can you? Yeah, I can call it. Yeah. Hey, Tom. I go check on my dog and stuff? No, not yet.
I know it's unusual in this day and age to devote your life to something spiritual.
Hey, 1315 fifth. What's going on over here? In the back of 1315 South 4th, San Crossing. What's that? Come here, I'll say what he's saying. Nothing. Here's the deal. State Patrol wants to talk to you. About a deal the other day. Yeah. Did you ever get out with them? I was about to. You were about to? Yeah. Okay. Who were you supposed to get out with? Lacrosse police. Lacrosse? Do you know who you were talking to? I'm with the Alaska people. Alaska? Yep. And they got a hold of me, just trying to figure out what was going on. And what are you talking about? He said something about you. I don't know. What about her? That's your girl. Yeah, what's going on? All the whole stuff to figure out about that also. About what? It's a whole combination. It's that, it's the State Patrol. Did you talk to a State Patrol officer last week? Last week? Yeah. No. I wasn't around on State Patrol last week. No? Oh, okay. So listen, did someone give your name? No. No? I don't. Let my dog go? No, not until we get it figured out. That's what I'm saying. Come on, Mom. Right here. I understand that, but I need to talk to you in reference to what this is doing. Okay. Until we figure it out, man. Look, Jasper. I'm not saying that. Until we figure it out. I'm not running or anything. What are you doing? Why are you being so aggressive on you? No. What are you doing? You are being detained. For what? Why are you being so aggressive? What are you saying, though? Jasper, come on. Why are you doing this? Why are you being so aggressive? Until we figure it out. Why are you being so aggressive? Until we figure it out. Like. 3 o'clock, 10, 7, 8. Just, alright. I'm asking what's going on. You're not being detained for it. You're being detained because we have pending charges on you. Pending charges? Yes. All right. Send it to my front day. No. Until we figure it out. All right. I'll talk to you. I'll talk to my lawyer. I'll talk to my lawyer. No.
Eventually, he fled from the investigator, but was shortly apprehended by an assisting officer.
We call me coming in northbound. Going eastbound. Black shorts, gray pants. Eastbound from 5th. Eastbound from 5th. Going down Johnson Street. North side. Copy, eastbound from 5th down Johnson Street. Roll on your stomach. Hands behind your back. Hands behind your back. What the fuck? I have my mouth in the face out there. Boy, 6-7 can slow down. You hurt? No, bro, I don't know what the fuck going on. I've explained it to you already. Bro, I pull away like that, and you get defensive. Bro, I'm scared. This is what's happening. Explained it all to you already. You said I was being detained. Exactly. And you took off. For what? I've explained it already. I actually did. I want to know more information. What you said? That's all I was asking.
You see, when you do things that you like, when you do stupid things, expect to get results like this, you know. See, the point is that the world don't have any room for ninjas, man. Which ninjas is often a substitute word that we use when we're referring to niggas. Okay? You know, it's niggas like this that make the rest of the whole nation look bad. No, you know, here it is. You over here beating on your woman for whatever reason. You almost ran over an elderly man when you was cutting through a yard. You know, you're fleeing after the cops don't pulled you over for your vehicle smelling like weed. And now you want to act all stupid when the police get out the vehicle and confront you. But it's like, come on. Okay? It's like, come on. Anyways, the Lord is going to dispose of all you niggas out there, man. Your Pookies, your Ray Rays. The Heavenly Father is going to dispose of you. Salak, trying to get internet connection back. Hold on. But let's go over here to Matthew. I don't know if it's 5 verse 25, so go ahead and do this video. I'm sorry, just a moment here. Alright, so this is Matthew chapter 25, verse 5. Alright, and it says, agree with thine adversary quickly, whilst thou art in the way with him, lest at any time the adversary deliver thee to the judge. Now your adversary would predominantly be, because every so-called white person is an adversary to the Israelites, which are the so-called Negro, Latino, and Native Indians. But predominantly, your adversary are these different police officers, these Edomite police officers, these Edomites that work in the military, these militarized policemen, these high-ranking government officials. Okay, the so-called elites, these are your main adversaries. So when the police come to you, you're supposed to cooperate. But now if you running, you talking about, here it is, you talking about you scared and shit. Well, nigga, you should have thought about it before you did the crime. I mean, you're threatening to shoot up somebody's grandparents' house. You threatening to shoot up somebody's grandparents' house. And that's why we don't feel bad when these police officers be shooting these nigglets in the street, man. We don't feel bad. We don't shed a tear for you. And ultimately, it's this damn rap music that you niggas listening to. It's influencing you to be violent, to do stupid shit. So agree with thine adversary quickly, whilst thou art in the way with him, lest at any time the adversary deliver thee to the judge. And that's what happened, okay? He got arrested. Now he's got to go stand before a judge because you tried to run off. And the judge delivered thee to the officer, and thou be cast into prison. And let me say this, man. The Lord is gonna get rid of you, get rid of you nigglets, man. The Heavenly Father is gonna get rid of you. You're gonna be disposed of. You know why? Because the world has no room for nigglets, for ninjas. Alright, now you sitting in prison. And then Yahweh expounded furthermore by this. Okay, verily I say unto thee, thou shalt by no means come out thence till thou hast paid the uttermost farthing. Okay, so make no mistake, man. If you don't abide by Esau, look, we're in captivity, man. Yeah, we keep the law, statutes, and commandments that we can keep to the best of our ability when it comes to the Lord's law, statutes, and commandments. But when it comes to living in your oppressor's society, you have to understand that there's even laws, statutes, and commandments amongst this society. I mean, there's even laws in this society that we have to keep. Okay? If Esau tell you not to run a red light, that means don't do it. Because if you do and you get caught by the police, you're going to get a ticket. And your ticket is probably going to be maybe $300, $500. If E say that you got to work a 9 to 5, if you don't show up, there's a consequence for that. You could lose your job and possibly risk being homeless. You can't be a nigga and expect to get far in this society. And that's another thing I'm sick and tired of seeing, man. Niggas with dreads. Every time I turn around, there's some nigga who got dreads. But these rappers are to blame for that. Dreads. Isaiah 10 and 5. O Assyrian. The modern day Assyrians today would be these so-called white people. But that's really starting with the police force. Okay? The so-called elites in their police force. O Assyrian, the rod of mine anger, and the staff in their hand is mine indignation. What's the staff in their hand? Their batons, their maces, their taser, their guns. Verse 6. I will send him against a hypocritical nation. And you niggas are a bunch of hypocrites, man. And against the people of my wrath will I give them a charge to take the spoil and to take the prey and to tread them down like the mire of the streets. So guess what? The Lord is going to use the police force to tread you nigglets down in the streets. Point blank period. Now let's go to Romans. Chapter 13, verse 1. Okay, it says, let every soul be subject unto the higher powers, for there is no power but of Yahweh. The powers that be or ordained of Yahweh. Okay, now like it tells you in Daniel's 4 verse 17, okay, the Lord ruleth in the kingdom of men and setteth up over it whomsoever he will. So the Lord set this man up in power. So if you're resisting Esau and his government, what do you think is going to happen? You're going to be in handcuffs sitting in the back of a police car. Whosoever therefore resisteth the power, resisteth the ordinance of Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai. And they that resist shall receive to themselves damnation. You see that? If you resist, you're going to receive damnation. Okay? And another thing about you nigglets that pisses us off is the fact that you don't want to get up out of here. You should be, if you're an Israelite, a so-called Negro, Latino, or Native Indian, you should be looking for the kingdom of heaven. You should be looking forward to the kingdom of heaven. But instead, you trying to make it in this society. You doing stupid shit in this society so you can have some kind of reputation whenever you make your stupid little rap songs. And it's all vanity at the end of the day. It's all vanity. Romans 13 verse 3. For rulers are not a terror to good works, but to the evil. Yeah, you over here talking about you gonna shoot up your woman grandmother's house. You over here strangling your woman, just like how them zombies from Resident Evil 4 be strangling the main protagonist before they body slam him. You over here strangling your woman. You ran out from a police and you almost hit an elderly man in his own yard. Like what is you doing? But hey, again, the Lord is going to dispose of you nigglets, because the world has no room for ninjas. Wilt thou then not be afraid of the power? Do that which is good, and thou shalt have praise of the same. Right? Why? For he is a minister of Yahweh. Yeah, the so-called white man is a minister of the Heavenly Father and his Son on the left-hand side. It says, for he is a minister of Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, to thee for good. But if thou do that which is evil, be afraid, for he beareth not the sword in vain. And isn't that what this dude said in the video? He said, I'm scared. But where was all that tough bravado at when you told your woman you was going to shoot up her grandmother's house? Where was that tough guy spirit at then? Niggas are a bunch of hypocrites. Okay? That bravado left his body as soon as the police came around. Hey, when the police come around, you niggas scatter like roaches when somebody turn on the lights. Laying on the ground on his stomach, looking pathetic, sad, through, handcuffs on you, talking about some, I'm scared. But you was not scared when you threatened to shoot up somebody's grandmother's house, grandparents' house. Like, what's wrong with you, man? That's why niggas I got a still line from my man Chris Rock. Okay, niggas have gots to go. Okay, niggas have gots to go. For he is a minister of Yahweh, a revenger to execute wrath upon him that doeth evil. There you go. The Lord's sword is there to execute wrath upon those that doeth evil. Hey, you want to behave like a nigga, Esau is going to treat you like one. Okay, you're going to get thrown head first into the back of a police car where you're going to be sitting in a holding cell. But with that, I'm going to say Shalom is on to the next one.